Hey there, and welcome to Living Lizzie, a very McGuire podcast. My name is Jake Thomas, a.k.a. Matt McGuire.
And I'm Davida Williams, a.k.a. Claire Miller. And if you're watching this on Disney+, it is Season 1, Episode 7.
Also known as Here Comes Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
This is a fan favorite for sure.
This is a fun one.
Did you ever listen to Aaron Carter growing up?
Fun fact, I actually, with my little sister, sang background for Aaron Carter for a couple of his songs.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. What songs?
I want to say it was like Aaron's Party, and then
I think I remember that song.
I honestly Googled this morning because
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know. And my sister was like, I don't remember. I think the other one was called Not Too Young, Not Too Old or something like that.
That's a horrible title.
I know. I didn't even look up what it was
what?
about because I was like,
Not too young, not too old for what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I did that with my little sister, and we have a picture of us in the studio and
That's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah, it was funny. And it was funny because it was right around the time that this filmed.
Yeah.
But I wasn't in this episode. So yeah. But I met him anyway.
Man.
Worked with him anyway.
Small world.
Yeah.
Small world in the entertainment
Very
industry.
small, yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think I ever listened to any Aaron Carter.
No,
I think I heard some songs on the radio, but
Yeah.
like I didn't have any Aaron Carter CDs or anything like that.
I didn't either. I definitely knew this, I sang on those songs.
But it was a big deal to have him on the show.
He was
It
huge.
Huge deal to have him on the show.
He was like Bieber before Bieber.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He really was. He really was. He just wasn't Canadian.
Yeah.
That was the only thing. This episode, and it's also somewhat a Christmas holiday episode, even though it's not. They explain how it's. Oh, they filmed the music video 10 months ahead of time, kind of thing, which is very true. I mean, they
do
you
stuff
as
in
someone
advance.
who has done Christmas movies,
Yeah.
they film it in the summer.
In the summer when it's the hottest.
Yeah, when it's the hottest. But we had like other holiday episodes, but this was definitely a holiday theme.
Yeah, there was
episode.
the mistletoe.
The mistletoe, all the elves,
Yeah.
the snow, everything like that. So yeah, this was definitely a memorable episode, and it's very sad that he passed away recently.
Yeah, not too long ago. That is really sad.
It is really sad.
It's sad when people don't get to reach their full potential, and
definitely.
and when you got to see them in a time when they were really happy, and it's sad.
But it goes without saying that Lizzie McGuire and Aaron Carter are very intertwined.
Yes.
It's both of him as a entertainer and the show as what it is are both in history intertwined and bring a lot of great memories to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. The episode itself. So let's talk about what happens. They learn that Aaron Carter is coming to town. And then it's their mission to figure out where he's filming so that they can go and sneak in.
Yeah.
They had a master plan. She was just going to use her press pass, her school press pass.
Yeah.
Has that ever worked?
No.
I don't think
it's
anyone
really
would
hard
care.
to get on lots.
It's very hard to just walk on somewhere and just get away with it. And then I guess if you do get away with it, you go to studio jail.
Is that real? I've never heard of, because if you get caught by security, I feel like they just escort you out
or something.
Or
you would think so, right?
Maybe just make you sit in a waiting area. But I've never heard of like a cell. So, they were kind of in a holding cell.
Yeah, which by the way, the holding cell came complete with a ball and catcher's mitt to balance against the thing. I also love the fact that it looked like a jail with like the chain kind of like bench.
I was
and the
very
bars
surprised.
on the windows. Yeah, I mean, very easy to end up in jail there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he didn't do too much.
If you eat the donuts when you're not supposed to.
Yeah. If you're not part of the main cast.
Straight to jail. So actually, I do know a little bit about studio jail.
Have you?
So some friends of mine that they moved out to LA from Tennessee. That I was friends with them in Tennessee, and they moved out here. They kind of got into the habit of like trying to figure out how to sneak onto the Universal backlot. Oh. And I maybe kind of did that with them once, and it was during Halloween Horror Nights, and we discovered that there was it was like an emergency exit, but it wasn't really an emergency exit that was at the movie theater at City Walk, where you can just go out one of those exits and it just goes to the in-between area at City Walk and then Universal Studios. And if you just keep walking, you just walk through a hallway that goes to the theme park, and then you're just in the theme park.
You shouldn't tell people.
I shouldn't tell people this. But that's we did it a couple times. I went with them, but one time when I wasn't with them, it didn't work out.
Did they go to jail?
They okay, so it's kind of their own fault, because you remember, like, you ever done like the backlot studio tour?
Yeah.
You know how there's like the Western Town and everything? So they were just walking around the Western Town area, and they had like a little DV cam with them, and they were like just like goofing around, and evidently the story goes that a bunch of like SUVs pull up.
Oh my God.
And they detain them.
Oh my gosh.
And take them to like a studio jail, interview them, everything like that, take pictures of their IDs and everything. Is like, all right, you're now, you're now banned from coming to Universal and stuff like that. Yeah. So they did go to studio jail.
That is crazy.
For sneaking on the lot.
Oh my gosh. That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old were you guys?
I don't know, like 18, 19, 20, something like that. Yeah. 18 or 19, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But studio jail is real.
That's
studio
great.
Jail is real.
Oh, wow.
But okay, so in this episode though, Sam goes to studio jail because he ate a donut that he wasn't supposed to at craft service.
Yeah.
Craft service, if you didn't know, would you like to explain what's craft service?
Craft service is where the cast and crew can go eat and get snacks in between scenes, and all day long. There has to be food and water and stuff. Yeah. But it's not like, I mean, sometimes you get in situations where you're like, ooh, this is the best crafty I've ever had. But then sometimes it's pretty basic. It's like candy and bowls of fruit snack packs and always tangerines.
Always tangerines. Always tangerines. Every time, without fail. Yeah, it's a good craft service goes a long way.
Yeah,
I feel like on set. It could be anything that's just the bottom of the barrel. It's like a quick run to Trader Joe's, or it could be a really elaborate spread. This was like an event. The show. This was like the most elaborate spread of food I've ever seen in my life. No craft service looks like that. That is like,
it looked like food from a wedding I went to.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
A spread from a wedding.
It's setting unrealistic standards. The media is setting unrealistic standards for craft service.
Yeah.
But actually, there is a craft service person that I like a lot that I always request her for my shoots. She's Eat Healthy Crafty.
Eat Healthy
Crafty, Terry. She's amazing. She always does everything vegan. And it's like the craziest spread of food, of stuff. It's like products you've never heard of before. Wow. Amazing.
I would
every
go
time.
crazy. I would love that.
I love it. But craft service can be pretty dangerous. Yeah. Because I feel like I just end up just snacking.
You just eat it all day. It's just, they put it always in an area where you just are walking by all day, and you're just
and it's like,
swiping candy.
Yeah. And then Joe goes to studio jail because she's just causing a scene, I guess. Yeah. So the kids are trying to find Aaron Carter.
Right.
All right. They're trying to get an opportunity to meet him. And they'll stop at nothing, it seems like. They find out that the studio that they're filming at, it's not really even a studio, is it? It's the Rinmar warehouses.
And they kept the same, because that's where we shot Lizzie McGuire, was Renmar Studios. And I was like, oh, they kept it the same, because you could see like Renmar written on the trash cans and things. So
yeah. It also raises questions of like, where was this town supposed to be?
Why was he coming in town to film a music video?
They don't explain that.
Especially if you're filming it on a lot, or like on a sound stage, or in a wherever they were.
It was a warehouse. It wasn't a sound stage.
They could do that He doesn't need to fly in for
He
that.
doesn't need to fly in for that.
Like, why did he need to fly?
Why?
I wonder.
Yeah. And the thing that's weird too is they were going over a map with all the possible places where he could film.
Yes.
And it's, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the city, wherever they live, the town had to be small enough that they had a list of possible places
he could
where
go.
He could be filming.
Yeah, because if it were LA, it could be anywhere. I don't even know.
Anywhere.
Half of the places celebrities go.
Exactly. If you had to figure out where the show is filming. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't use Google. Just you've got a map. Figure it out.
No.
No clue.
No. So it had to be a small town.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing that, always ends up happening, they have passes anyway. They just don't know. If they had just hung around at home, Dad would have given them the backstage passes. Everything would have been easy.
Which is another thing. People just give passes out to go to
evidently it was
music video sets.
Sam had like a late meeting or something, a dinner with client who happens to have backstage passes. So okay, all right, so this is another breadcrumb clue of what does Sam do for a living, because he's having a meeting with client, but this client has access to backstage passes. So obviously to a music video shoot. So obviously this client works in the music industry. So what does Sam do?
When he said maybe he was in the CIA, I was like, I didn't believe
it might
that,
be protection.
And then you could be around all sorts of people, traveling all over. You could meet people in the music industry, even though you seemingly live in this small town with your little family. And
who knows? Yeah, could be anywhere, anything. He could be doing anything, watching at all times.
One thing I noticed when I watched that I was like, wait, what? He had literally one line. I think he says Happy Holidays, Lizzie McGuire, or
Aaron Carter.
Yeah, Aaron Carter has one line.
He says hardly anything.
Opens the door, gives her a kiss.
That was weird.
Yeah, I was like, why did he only have one line? Maybe I feel like they should have had a little more going on.
Yes.
Before.
He was probably only there for one day.
And busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it felt like it was just kind of out of nowhere, that kiss. It wasn't really anything.
Let me back up. All right. Let me back up. All right. Someone opens a door, says, "Is this yours?"
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, kisses you. Not like this was a deep kiss.
I guess
that's not okay.
It's not okay at all. He definitely would be Me Too'd in real life in this day and age.
That's some red flags.
I just opened the door and he kissed me on the lips. That's actually not okay.
That's not okay.
But I guess because she's his biggest fan.
That was not established.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no,
it's just creepy. It's just creepy. It's just a little creepy.
It just wasn't okay. And even then, it's like the power dynamics of him being the star. Yeah, it wasn't good.
It's a lot of red flags.
Really inappropriate.
A lot of red flags. But weren't they evidently, they were dating at the time, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they were.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then the performance after was really nice.
Great.
And I loved watching you dance, and even Hillary and Elaine were so cute together, like just
Did
bobbing
you
away.
see what I was doing? The dancing?
Yes, it was.
I was doing the Macarena.
Yes, I saw.
I was doing the Macarena during an Aaron Carter song. It's great.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wow, he's so wild. Yeah, he's a wild kid.
It wasn't wild. That's just the only dance move I knew.
That you knew,
yeah. There's a weird thing that happens here. So, they go through the different tactics of how they're going to sneak onto the lot after they figure out where it is. They try the press badge, act like you know what you're doing, that kind of thing. Doesn't work out. And then Matt's plan is dress up like the characters. Yeah, dress up like the elves and like Aaron Carter and everything. And then we walk in, which somewhat works. It works for Matt.
Yeah.
Doesn't work because they think he's the stand-in.
Yeah.
Doesn't work for everybody else. But there's
That wig.
The wig. The
crazy.
wig. I kept that wig.
Did you really?
I don't
of
have
course
it now.
you did.
I don't have it now.
Of course you did.
But I don't know. It
That
actually
wig
might
was
be. It might be floating
insane.
around somewhere still.
Okay.
But I remember distinctly for Halloween one day on set for the show, I came dressed as the host from The Weakest Link. Do you remember that show?
Yes, you are.
So I
The
just
Weakest
went
Link.
around. I went around with a suit and then that blonde wig, and I just had some glasses, and I just went around going, "You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye."
Oh my god, that's so funny.
That's how that wig lived on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but there's a weird moment there. I'm wondering if you noticed it too. They do a Beatles like moment.
I don't know if I think I might have missed that or it went over my head.
And it's very the way they did it too was very subtle, but it was very purposeful. Like they dedicated some of the budget to make this happen. It's very strange.
Okay.
So it's when Matt, Lizzie, Miranda, Gordo are walking up to the guard post or whatever of the studio security, and there's like a crosswalk right there. They walk, and Miranda earlier says, Aaron Carter walked on the ground here. I can't wear these shoes again. And she takes off her shoes. They walk along the crosswalk with Miranda with her shoes off as Paul McCartney. And then in the background is a Volkswagen Beetle on the left side of the studio road that has the exact same license plate as Abbey Road album cover. And then they do a little riff in the music that's like da 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 da.
Oh my gosh!
For no reason, just to do it.
That's so cool, though.
Very
That's
weird.
So weird.
Very weird. I don't know why they thought that was important to fit that.
I mean,
little
none
Easter
of the kids
egg.
watching definitely
None of the
got that.
kids got that, and I doubt even the parents got that. It was so quick.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
We get a look at what the McGuires are driving in this episode.
Oh yeah.
The McGuires are a 2-car household. Sam seems to have a gray Volvo sedan.
Yes.
Very sensible choice. I feel like if you're blending in as a CIA agent, you're going to blend in with that one. And then Joe is driving like a Jeep Cherokee.
Okay.
All right. She's got the mom mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we ever see what they're driving any
Where
other
they're
time.
driving or where they go. Or
Yeah,
what
where do they go? Yeah.
Their daily lives.
But that was the front of our lot. That was our actual soundstage, and that's where we walked in every single day. Yeah. So do you know the whole conspiracy theory with that Beatles album cover?
No.
So there is a massive rabbit hole with that. So there's a conspiracy theory that Paul McCartney died. After they got into an argument, and he drove off on Abbey Road, and he got into an accident, and he was immediately killed, and
replaced.
And they replaced him with a lookalike.
Yeah.
And so, but they wanted to allude to it in all the albums. So, like if one of the albums, if you play it backwards, it's like John is dead.
Oh,
John is dead. John is dead. And then with Paul McCartney, or no, it was Paul. Paul is dead. Paul is dead.
Yeah, Paul is
dead. And then when Paul McCartney has his shoes off, that is supposed to be he's the corpse. Because like the whole line of people is supposed to be the holy man, the undertaker, the corpse, and then the guy that digs the hole, the grave digger.
Wow.
And that's supposed to be the lineup. And then the license plate in the background on the Volkswagen Beetle says like some letters on the top and the bottom says 28 IF. So that's supposed to be he would be 28 if still alive at the release of this record. It gets very deep, the whole thing, and then Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club. If you look at that album, also it's supposed to be a funeral with like people like this, like Ringo's like pointing at something that's like saying he'll be missed, like a lyric or something, and then it's very convoluted. But now Lizzie McGuire is part of this.
This conspiracy.
He's part of this conspiracy, and when they're specifically in that photo of walking across the street, they're all walking in stride, like the same foot forward in the photo, except for Paul McCartney. He's opposing. And they did the exact same thing with Miranda and had her opposite stride. I don't even remember doing this.
Someone was a big Beatles fan.
Someone was a big Beatles fan. I don't remember doing this. I don't remember why it was important, but I guess they had us actually walking perfectly in stride with each other. Very weird.
Wow.
Yeah. So Paul McCartney's dead.
Yeah.
And Lizzie McGuire was actually who replaced him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that Aaron's dressing room area was just kind of a free-for-all. Like, no one was watching it. Everyone could just come in and out, hang out around all his stuff.
Just totally unlocked.
Yes. That was the part that I was like, oh,
Fun fact, that dressing room, that was my dressing room for season 2.
So.
Yeah.
I thought so, because I know where that is.
Yeah.
Like, I could see in the studio where that was.
I think during season 1, they had that as maybe the dressing room for directors.
Oh, okay.
But they swapped it to somewhere else, and they made that my room for season 2. We had great dressing rooms.
Those dressing rooms were really nice.
There was a shower, full bathroom, everything. We had a TV. It was great. Where did they put you?
I don't remember exactly.
I think you were upstairs in the back.
Yeah. But it was a nice room.
Yeah, it was the stages were really, really nice. Much better than being in a, one of the Star Wagons.
Yeah,
the
I agree.
4-banger, those are not fun.
Yeah.
They smell.
And
the
you
trailers.
can hear everybody next to you.
Yes, you can. Yeah, much better
privacy.
be in an actual, walls and floor kind of place. Oh, yeah. And then there's a part, too, where they go and they change out of their elf costumes. When they run up those stairs, that was the stairs that it took us up to our hair and makeup area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Our hair and makeup area was like above. It was like attached to the stage, but it was like up some stairs.
Yeah.
And you could take some other stairs down into the stage. It was kind of tucked away in there.
Yeah, a little hidden area.
Yeah.
This whole episode is basically just showing you the set of where we shoot.
Yeah.
The other thing is the lesson in this was really nice. I mean, I thought it was really nice that I always think it's nice to see how Lizzie and Miranda are such loyal friends to each other and how Lizzie really wanted that opportunity, but she gave it up for Miranda and, that's friendship. But yeah, I think the lesson is just, it's nice. You can make sacrifices for your people you care about.
Absolutely. Yep. Also, you got Gordo, who is going around this movie set, and he's just handing out his card.
Yeah.
That is a surefire way of getting you kicked off
a set.
If you're going around saying, "Hey, you need a movie music video director? Here's my card. Fun fact, though. The 2 music executives that he hands over his card to, saying hey, if you need a director for a music video, hit me up. Those were our writers. That was Nina.
Oh my
gosh,
that
was Melissa.
How funny!
They were both writers for the show.
Gosh, I didn't even recognize Nina. Maybe
I know.
That's so funny.
So the gang, they get actually caught though in Aaron Carter's dressing room, and the manager is upset at first, but then she's cool with it.
Yeah. Well, it's strange to me that she's okay, you can meet him, but only one of you. Why wouldn't you just bring them all?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
If he could say hi to one, it's just
yeah. It's easier for him to take advantage. No.
Wouldn't you just say what are you gonna? You're gonna say we left their other 2 friends outside, but meet this girl.
But also these kids snuck onto the lot, are inside of Aaron's room touching everything. They've got his food, his apple, his banana, everything. They're messing with stuff in there, and the manager's just gonna be oh yeah, it's cool. You want to meet him?
Yeah. That would never.
Sorry, if my manager ever did that, if they found somebody in my dressing room that's going through my stuff, their response should not be yeah, you want to meet him?
You want to go? Let's go meet him.
Yeah, come on.
You want to know his address?
Yeah.
Too?
So Miranda, her whole thing though is that she wants to sing in front of
I wish we
Aaron
would have
Carter.
seen that, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. but you actually got to sing with Aaron Carter. Was it the same experience that Miranda had, do you think?
I wasn't like a fan.
Okay. All right. So it probably was not.
Yeah, no, but it was fun. I was with my little sister.
Yeah.
And we were in the booth together.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like, I remember us.
Was he there?
Yeah, the whole time.
Did he look cool?
He looked very cool. He was so nice.
Yeah. He was a really nice guy.
Really nice. We exchanged numbers and but
there was no mistletoe around though,
no
right?
mistletoe.
Okay. Right,
we never hung out after that.
Okay.
But yeah, he was very sweet and very like down to earth and was talking to my sister and I. And my dad was there too, because my dad, I think that's how I got involved, was because my dad was a musician and he was playing the guitar.
Okay.
So it was like a family affair that day.
That's cool.
It was fun.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I always used to see Aaron at red carpet stuff as a kid, and he'd be there, and he'd always come up, like when I'd be doing an interview, he'd always like stop and like, oh hey man, I'm good to see you. He would always say basically the same thing that Ethan Kraft always says in all the episodes. Oh, I love this little dude.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
Nice guy.
He's a nice guy. Was it a flex having Aaron Carter's number on your phone?
It was a flex because it wasn't on my phone. I was so young. This was before like iPhones. Yeah. And so I had like a phone book. Whoa. And I brought it with me to summer camp.
And you had a Rolodex?
It was like, my mom had
Aaron or under Carter?
Yeah. My mom had the Rolodex, but I had like an actual little like mini, and I like jot down my friends' numbers and under the, probably under the C section.
Yeah.
And I brought it to summer camp, and I remember I was asking my camp friends to put their numbers in, and they were like, Aaron Carter, Hillary Duff, I had all these like, and to me, I didn't really think that about it beforehand. Before handing them that book, I didn't think like, oh, there's big celebrities' numbers in this book. You should really be careful.
With it,
I just was kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot. Just ignore that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was funny when that happened at summer camp. They were like, how do you have these numbers in your phone book?
It's a very, very popular phone book.
Yeah.
Were you the popular girl in summer camp then?
No. I wasn't the popular girl anywhere. I mean,
you just wave around that phone book.
The phone book.
I feel like that'd get the job done.
I had a lot of friends. I loved summer camp, but that was where the girl put the toothpaste in my cookies.
And the cookie.
And I was bullied a little bit.
Man.
Yeah.
It said that Clayton was in this episode in the credits, but
I didn't see him.
I didn't see him at all. Did they? I wonder if they cut him.
Maybe
from
we
this.
had like one scene or something.
Maybe
and they cut him.
Maybe Ethan Kraft shows up on set and then sees like Lizzie and Aaron Carter kissing and then he gets jealous.
Yeah.
He's like, I hate that little dude. I'm gonna beat that guy up. That would be entertaining to see an Aaron Carter versus Ethan Kraft.
Yeah.
Kind of like love triangle happen there.
Yeah.
What do you okay, so from all of Lizzie's love interests, where's the tears there, you feel like, because you got Aaron Carter, you got Frankie Muniz.
I think Aaron was probably the top
tier, but there's Ethan Kraft.
Or it could be Ethan.
Or Danny Kessler.
Yeah, he was up there too.
Yeah. And then she had an actual boyfriend for a few hours or a few days in one of the episodes.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, the paper boy. Who ranks highest? Aaron Carter?
I would say.
Yeah.
He was the most popular.
Does she kiss anybody else? I feel like she does. I feel like she kisses somebody else. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. What's the top tier Lizzie love interest? Is it Aaron Carter? Is it Ethan Kraft? Is it Frankie Muniz?
Yeah.
We see a lot of, because when they go and do the music video, the actual music video, you see a lot of like our actual crew.
Yeah.
That's working and everything. Which is always kind of annoying for crew, I guess, because it's like they're doing a freebie of like, what if they're SAG? They still got to sign an appearance release and everything. Yeah. But our actual first AD from that episode, I believe he was the one who was the AD that grabs me and says, "Oh, here's the stand-in. Come on."
So
that was our
funny.
actual guy. That's
funny.
pretty funny. They did that a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
Yeah. What was your, in this era, you feel like, favorite music video? Because they don't do music videos like that anymore, I feel like, with the big, like, because they was like a snowing mountain with like dancers and everything. They don't do those anymore. They should. But what was your favorite of the 2000s era music videos?
There were so many. I like Britney Spears, anything. Slave for You, Toxic. Toxic is on the plane, I think.
Yeah, Toxic. That's older though. I feel like that was high school for me.
Oh, okay.
That has to be like 2006,
so not as old. Maybe like, I don't know, a lot of Michael Jackson ones. I do remember when Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson did Scream together, and that was the most expensive music video that had ever been made at that time. Like they spent millions on this video.
Whoa.
So that one was pretty cool. There was music videos used to be such a thing.
Yeah.
Now
really
they're
did.
not really.
Now it's
as people don't
unless
get
you're
as
trying to
creative.
do like some kind of statement piece.
Yeah, there are some artists like Doja Cat's videos are always a little weird.
Yeah, a little weird. That's her.
But for the most part, videos are like straight ahead these days. Yeah. What music videos did you like?
Back then, I mean, it was probably like a lot of like Backstreet Boys or NSYNC that I liked a lot.
I mean, the NSYNC videos, the Backstreet Boys videos were all
great videos.
So good. What was the Backstreet Boys where they were on the tarmac? In front of a plane.
In front of like the G5 jet or something. Yeah.
Those were the days.
Tell me why.
Yeah.
That's Bye Bye Bye. That was Bye Bye Bye, wasn't
That's
it?
in sync.
Okay. See, I mixed those two up a lot.
And that one is where they're the puppets.
Okay. That's a great one too.
Yes, very good.
Man.
These things used to be creative.
Boy bands were great. Yeah. It's always like the low angle, wide angle lens.
Yeah.
Where they're like doing this. You got the shiny, like silvery pants, the sunglasses. Oh.
Those were the days. They used to be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I think the best music videos now, personally, I feel like are all the K-pop music videos.
They're doing it.
Blackpink music videos are
so good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing it. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they are.
Korean music videos, Korean movies, Korean television.
The production
just
value.
give it all to me.
It's great.
This is what I like.
Really good. Yep. All right, now it's time for questions from the audience. To start this one off, some people always ask me like, "Oh, what was the hot dish with Hillary and Aaron Carter during that time?" Don't know, don't care. I was also 11, so this information was not being shared with me.
We don't really get involved.
Okay, here's one from Instagram from Sarah Louise. Which character would you want as a roommate? Ooh.
I think I would want Gordo.
Gordo? Okay.
Because
he might film you while you're asleep.
That's true.
Yeah.
I thought about that. I was like, the filming?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think he would like have some boundaries and, I feel like Miranda I don't know what it is about her. I think the eccentricity of her character makes me think she's messy.
Okay.
I don't
I feel that.
I don't want to live with someone messy. So Gordo to me, I think Gordo.
Okay.
What about you?
I mean, I would probably say, because I like quiet, I would go with Lanny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Very quiet.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, it'd be very quiet. How do you feel like, how are you at home? Are you the messy one?
No, I'm so clean.
You're really clean.
I am like clean. And to the point where I'm always like, my boyfriend does an impression of me. He's always like, Rob, because he says that's what I sound like when I'm calling him to clean. So he's always like, oh, what did I do now? Are you the messy one?
I mean, okay, it depends on what I'm doing. All right. I take it a different level kind of thing. So I can be messy on the day to day, but I like to have things organized.
Okay.
I like to have things like a specific place where they go. I will do a thing where things will like just reach a threshold, and then I have to literally, like a closet, I will like, I'll keep stuff and things in the closet, but it'll reach a breaking point where I need to rip everything out of the closet. I need to meticulously label and organize where everything goes, and then I won't have a problem later.
You take everything out and put it.
Everything.
Can I? Do you have ADHD?
I might.
Okay.
I might a little bit.
I'm only asking this because my boyfriend does.
Yeah.
And one day I was like, what is this? Why do you take everything out and then organize it meticulously, put it back? Like, we don't have to take everything out. And then finally he sent me a video on TikTok that was like, have you been wondering, this is a symptom of ADHD?
Here's the thing.
But he does have it.
I'm pretty sure that like in the past like 2-something years, everybody I know is like, I think TikTok is telling me that I have ADHD.
It's diagnosed me with a couple of things.
which it's a bit of a conspiracy because I saw like they were actually pushing videos like this because a lot of these like direct to consumer like prescription ADHD medications became a thing. And so
got it. So they're all
videos
like,
were being
you're
pushed.
sick or you
have ADHD.
Yeah.
Get this medicine.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it might just be a thing.
Yeah.
But or I'm undiagnosed. Who knows? But yeah, either way, I'm functioning most of the time.
Good.
But yeah, no, I'm that's who I am. I'm the guy who needs to like
take everything
out, organize things, label it. There was a time where I was also labeling like where things in the fridge could go, like certain, like, okay, this is only for the milks. This is only for the yogurts. This is only for the snacks.
You're really organized.
This area is only for leftovers. If it expands throughout this area, you have to throw it away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very meticulous.
You should see the medicine cabinet area that I just did recently, and then the linen closet in the bathroom. I totally redid that one.
Take a look.
Oh, it's so satisfying. Yeah. That's the kind of roommate I am. Okay, this next one is from, and I'm so sorry if I butcher this. Keshi. I'm going to say it's from Keshi. It's from Keshi on Instagram. She asks, if you could play any other character in the show, who would you pick and why?
I think I would pick Miranda. I know that I said she looks messy.
Yeah.
Not that she looks messy. She looks like her home is messy.
Yes.
I really like her style. I was watching this morning and I was like, oh, I love these little green and purple feathers in the hair and the funky outfits. And then she's fun. She's really down for anything. And she's
free-spirited,
adventurous. Yes. Creative. She's good at a lot of things. Yeah. I would play Miranda.
Okay.
What about you?
Guy or girl? I think I'd play the chimp. No. Man, who would I want to play? I mean, I did kind of get to play another character in the show. There was an episode where Lizzie and Matt have to trade bodies, which is a little weird.
It's so weird. But that
weird.
was very popular at one point.
That was a very popular plot point.
Were always
Freaky Friday kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that feels more in the realm of like That's So Raven than it does like Lizzie McGuire, which is more grounded.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we did that and I was Lizzie.
Wow.
But besides that, I mean, Gordo had a lot of great lines.
Yeah, he was funny.
The dry wit is very fun.
I loved the dry wit.
Yeah. I think Gordo would be cool.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Living Lizzie. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your parents, share it with a guy down the street that you don't really know that much. Might be a little weird, but it's an icebreaker. Who knows? Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Thank you.